Geometry Unit 3A, Part 2, Day 5. Randy is building a rectangular picture frame. He wants the ratio of the length to the width to be 3:1 and the diagonal to be 12 centimeters. How wide should the frame be? What do we do first? First we draw a picture. The length to the width should be 3:1. And the diagonal should be 12 centimeters. How wide should the frame be? That's the same as find x. Okay, what do we have? We have x squared plus 3x squared equals 12 squared. X squared plus 3 squared is 9, x squared is x squared, equals 144. Therefore, 10x squared equals 144, and x squared equals 14.4. If I take the square root of both sides, I get x equals 1.2. Can that be? That doesn't seem right. Let's see. 144 is clearly 12 squared. What I want is the square root of 14.4 Well, that's why you check with a calculator to see whether things make sense. 144 would be 12 squared, but 14.4 is the square of 3.79 or 3.8 centimeters. Now let's see whether that makes sense. 3.8 squared. My calculator is out of batteries. I'm just going to presume that this is correct. On the next problem, find the missing side length. Tell whether the side lengths form a Pythagorean triple. And explain. Well, let's see. Since I don't want to stop recording and I don't want you to wait while I go to get another good calculator, I'll just use my phone calculator. And the missing side length is going to be the hypotenuse. 14 squared plus 48 squared equals, we'll call it C. C squared. What's next? 14 squared is 14 times 14, and that's 196. 48 squared is 2,304. That adds up to 2,500. What is the square root of 2,500? I bet it is 50, but let's double check. Let us see. The square root of 2,500 C is equal to 50. Okay, now what are our Pythagorean triples? Well, let's see, we have 14, 48, and 50. Divide this by 2, that is 7. Divide this by 2, that is 24. Divide this by 2, this is 25. So yes, it turns out this is a Pythagorean triple. Did you see how I did that? A Pythagorean triple has sides. A Pythagorean triple has sides that are 7, 24, 25, or multiples of 7, 24, 25. When I found that C is 50, 14 divided by 2 is 7, or 7 times 2 is 14, 24 times 2 is 48, and 25 times 2 is 50. Okay, let's look at this one. We have, we'll call this A. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A squared plus 16 equals 144. We subtract 16 from each side. And what is that going to give us? 144 minus 16, 128. A squared is 128. I don't know the square root of 128, but I can certainly find it. The square root of 128 is 11.3. A is 11.3, and this is a decimal or a fraction. In either case, this is not a Pythagorean triple, because Pythagorean triples are whole numbers. Okay, let's stop here for the moment. One more section and we will be done.